Hey everybody, welcome to CastorsCorner.com. I'm your host Khalil here for another toy of the day. And boy, do we have a good one for you today. We're going to start this off by saying, of course, this review is courtesy of Hasbro. They did send this over as a review sample early before our Hasbro PulseCon happens, and we are going to take a look at the new Zartan, one of the PulseCon exclusives, 2021 exclusives. So thank you very much to Hasbro for sending this along for review. But as you know, look, if something isn't working, I will tell you. I'll be honest with you and whether or not that you should get it. So PulseCon is happening, let me just get it right, October 22nd and 23rd. The G.I. Joe panel, I believe, is happening on the 23rd, so you can check that out on Saturday. They did send these along. We very much appreciate this, Hasbro and the PR team at Litsky. We really appreciate it. And Rogers and Corwin, of course. And so this, just want to make sure we get the prices right and tell you everything that's important. So G.I. Joe Classified Series Master Disguise Zartan action figure will cost you $36.99 plus tax and shipping if you're a Pulse member. Of course, free shipping. So let's just get into it, right? So we got Zartan a while ago, and he is packed away currently, not sure where, so I can't compare too much, but we can take a look at the packaging. Hasbro's packaging for cons are always stunning, in my opinion. CastorsCorner.com for full pictures of this, as well as our week's worth of PulseCon exclusives. Follow us. We're at Castors Corner. Check out the Cornercast podcast, of course, every Monday night. Starting in November, we're coming back. We took a little bit of a break. And yeah, so there you go. So, and all the links are down below as well. So, of course, we've seen this picture before. It continues to expand. Zartan's on it. Flint, Lady J are on it, I believe. Yeah, Flint, Lady J. We've got some Alley Vipers up on top we haven't seen yet. But the box is really nice. And what they did was they put a little wheel so you can spin it here. We get the nice old man. We get Storm Shadow. We get another guy. We get Snake Eyes. We get the man himself. And then this bone kind of mask there. And you can see we get Zartan with his pistol here, blaster, a much longer rifle, and then the bow and arrow, of course, that you can see there. And you can see on the side of the package there's some lines here across his face. Now, why would we need that? So let's take a look at what's on the inside. So on the inside we get a great dreadnought symbol that looks really cool, and missing is the figure, and there's a reason for that, and we'll get to that in a second. So let's open it up. Him up, it up, whatever your pronoun is, it's important to know that. So here is everything you get in the package, and we'll take these all out, of course. We get his hood and neckerchief, the bow and Arashikage symbol and arrows here that we saw that came with the Amazon exclusive Storm Shadow. The knife, blaster, and case here we have seen before. They were part of the original offering of Zartan, of course. So no changes there, and which is fine. I think that getting the additional, nice and loud for everybody at home. Because this might be somebody's only Zartan. So getting all those accessories is a great way to kind of make sure that if this is your one and only Zartan, you're covered for sure. Get all these things out. So there are some differences in the faces, and we'll get to that once we kind of get to him, which I think is a really cool feature. So we've got the older face, we've got like the weathered face, we've got the face that came with the original, and then we've got some other kind of cool things. That's all we got for the plastic. So, backpack, it's one we've seen before. It does open up. It's got some cool details on the inside, which I think is really neat, and space to hold that extra face. And so that extra face that we've seen before fits right inside like that. We've seen that before. Closes up, Looks really cool on his back. But additionally, they offer you another face. Scarred, one eye. Better pictures up on CastorsCorner.com. And then looks like something out of Archie Comics, with the little wispy hair on top and on the sides. Let's see if we can get him to fit in there. He does fit in there. Just trying to get him positioned right. So there you go. A little older guy, white eyes. I like those faceplates. They're really cool. The Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow heads are full-size heads. So they do have the pegs in the bottom. They do fit on the figure. And then finally we get a skull mask that has the band around so it can kind of hook onto his face. And one of the things I was kind of curious about was we got the Commando Snake Eyes a little while ago with the goggles on. And I'm not sure how this head will fit. No, it actually doesn't fit too bad. It doesn't look too bad either on him. It is a little bit loose. It is a little bit loose for him, but I thought I'd give it a shot. So, where is Zartan? Why is he hiding? He's in my cooler. Why is he in the cooler, you say? Well, because they made Zartan color changeable. So he has been sitting in the freezer and now in the cooler. Ooh. Let's re-cool him. I touched the wrong spot. So one of the cool things about Zartan in the past has been his ability to change color. In the cartoon, he changed color a little bit. And so he does turn blue, people. All the skin turns blue. And you can see he is starting to... Let's get him against some ice. You get him against something cold pretty quickly, and you keep it cold, it stays that way. And then as you touch it, kind of wipes off, which is really neat. So if I were to hold him like this, face turns color. Just completely turns. I think that's so much fun. These kind of action features I approve of. I just look at the smile on my face. It's so much fun. So he does change color. If you wipe him against something kind of cold, ice packs just aren't doing it. I did have to freeze him for about 5 minutes in the freezer to get him that deep in blue. So it's really cool. And then you can almost literally wipe it off because the warmer your hands are, the easier it is to just wipe it right off. And I think that that's such a cool feature. They really knocked it out of the park for this one. So you can fit the Snake Eyes head on there. It sits a little bit high. It's a little bit small for him. Same thing, I believe, with the Storm Shadow head. Although that Storm Shadow doesn't look too bad, but he's got that longer neck. So it does kind of impede that a little bit. But what really is the cool part about it is you can take any of the masks and apply it to the face. It is meant to fit on the face. So it looks pretty good. And then when you add the hood to it, it really does hide the sides of it, makes him look a little more disguised. So I think that that's a great addition to the figure for sure. So there he is with the other face. You can see the sides there like that. And let's get that skull mask on him, of course. Where did I put it? Here it is. So I would recommend... so we get that really cool skull mask on him. I think it really kind of stands out, really looks good on him. When you put the hood on, it looks all so much creepier, but amazing. I think that's one of the greatest things about it. It just looks really cool. Really like the skull look to this thing. Really nice job on that. But what I was saying is, most of the time you think you put your mask on like that, pull it down. Actually, start at the nose. There's a little hole in there for the nose. Start at the nose, peel it back almost, and just push it on. And it kind of just goes on really, no muss, no fuss, really easy to kind of do. So my big thing is always, can he hold all his gear? The Joe team has said that is a big sticking point for them, that they like to be able to promise that, figure is going to be able to hold all of his gear. And so the question is, if he's got the bow and arrow, can he hold on to all of his gear? So let's find out. He definitely can't hold on to all his faces. There's only room for one mask in there. So you can definitely put one head in there, and storage. And there you go. Trying to see how I can pull that off. I would say this is, oh, wait. There's the idea. Okay. I think we're going to be able to do this, people. So there's a peg in the back of the quiver. And that peg hole allows you to put the backpack into it. Now the backpack there allows you to attach the blaster right there. The knife has a sheath right there. I know you can't see it. So knife in the sheath, blaster on the side, bow in one hand because it's not strung. I know, safety for all, right? Oh, he's really cold, so it's hard to kind of spread his hand out. So he can hold the bow. He's got his hood on. We're almost there. Hood, bow. What are we going to do with this heavy weapon? So we got two options. He can hold it, of course, or if you do it this way, let's see if we can get it over his shoulder. There. See, that's the only thing I'm going to say is going to be a little bit weird. But he definitely, if you wanted him to be fully geared out, he's got the gun over the backpack, or the heavy armor or heavy artillery over the backpack. He's got the backpack, got the quiver. He can hold all his gear. I mean, he can't hold all the masks and all the heads, but as far as his weapons go, he is a fully loaded Zartan. And that is a testament to these guys, to be able to have this much gear and to be able to carry it. And like weird kind of gear, right? The knives, the blasters, the face, the backpack, the quiver, all this stuff. This is just a really well done and thought out kind of offering from the team. Joe team, you really killed it on this one. You really did. This one also, the heavy artillery, I don't know if it's a 50 cal or what. I'm not familiar with this stuff. But it does set up as well. So you can have it sitting on something. Sorry, bent a little bit while I was posing it. But it can sit. It's got the little drop downs there. So that you can kind of anchor it, give it some stability, have him laying down in the prone position and really take his shot there. So you got a lot of options with this figure. If you're only going to own one Zartan figure, I'm going to say this is the one to own. I think it's going to sell pretty well. I think Joe fans have been waiting for this color change Zartan with some really cool accessories. And he's almost completely back. There's some blue down there. He's almost completely back. So thank you, Hasbro. Really, thank you. Where's the box? So this is what it's going to look like. It is, they've got some really nice backgrounds. You're going to see me using these definitely to take pictures. You can pack them back up if you want to keep, all the accessories in the plastic tray. I mean, some of the Comic-Con exclusives, I do that with. After I review them, I kind of put them back in the package so I don't lose any of the accessories. But there you go. Zartan. The G.I. Joe Classified Series Master of Disguise Zartan action figure, PulseCon, Hasbro PulseCon. Thank you guys for watching. You can check out a full gallery of this guy up on CastorsCorner.com. You can follow us. We are at Castor's Corner. Thank you guys for sticking with the review. Sorry these are going to be a little bit longer. I'm going to open them live on camera. The only reason I took Zartan out is because I wanted them cold. But the rest of the reviews this week, they will be straight out of the box. I'm not going to play with them beforehand. Give you honest thoughts on these. Definitely worth picking up. Definitely worth the price, I think. So thank you very much for watching. Jaxie, we miss you and we love you. Please hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate all the subscriptions, all our new viewers. Thank you very much. The more of you that subscribe, the more cool things we get to do, and then we get to share them with you. And we will see you tomorrow night for another toy of the day. Brought to you by Hasbro. This week only. Well, this week so far. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a good night, everybody.